Well, the baby deer wasn't in front of the school this morning, but I think we just found it. I should say Lefty found it. Yep, that's definitely it, laying there. I can see its ears. Where's Mama? Why does Mama keep leaving this guy? Hey, hey, hey. We don't want to mess with him or her. I know, buddy. Like what you were made for. Can't let you do it. I'm sorry. I don't have that in me. Come on. If you guys can see it, I really don't want to get much closer. Well, yeah, there its ears are moving. Oh, you saw that. I know, bud. I know. I'll guarantee if his mama comes around while you're messing, she'll be chasing us. Go for it. You're up. I want you to have the glory of getting it out.
What? No.
Yeah, show people what you're doing.
Ugh. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, so this thing is caught in between the, what's it called? Spinner thing. And I gotta try to get it out.
So this, if you guys remember, I talked about this back when we were in Williams and I was having trouble starting the generator. And I was putting a new spark plug in it and I was testing it to see if it had spark, and I was pull starting it at a funny angle, like standing on the other side to look at the spark plug, and in doing so caused the rope to jump out of its track and get wrapped up in the spring. So all of you out there that have had pull start issues, you know what I'm talking about. It gets all wrapped up in the big spring that's in the pull start, and you spend a whole day trying to figure out how to get it unwrapped, and then that spring goes pwang and comes popping out, and you say bad words, and you end up like buying a new pull start. That's probably where we're headed right now. So Dalynn was nice enough to take this apart this morning. I had to help her a little bit in a couple of areas, but for the most part she's gotten this taken apart. She just got the last bolt off. The pull start has 3 bolts that hold it on. Not easy to get to, but we just got the last one out, right?
Yep.
You got it out? Okay.
Yep.
So now is the glory time to actually get the pull start and take it out, and let's see what happened.
Yeah. It's off.
So are you just,
it's just a matter of
you're
coming
hitting
out
against this stuff down here at the bottom?
I think so.
I'm guessing we need to take the whole front of this thing off. All right, screw, 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 screw. 6 of them. Yep. So this is similar to a lot of jobs. It's an hour of taking things apart to do a. Like, how long would it take to actually take the cover off? 3 bolts, right?
Right,
like
and to undo the string.
a minute, but you got to spend an hour getting it all torn apart to get that minute. So before you yank stuff, it's always a good idea to get a look at it. Okay.
Jeez, look at all that dirt in there.
Oh, you need to clean that.
Yeah. Now what?
Yeah.
We have to untangle it.
Alright. Ugh. See the spring? It's this big wound coil, right? Jeez. Look at the twist. Oh my god. That was never coming back out of there.
Have you looked up like it's happened before to other people?
Well, the pull start failures of this kind of common in the small engine world, so this has happened a million times since the beginning of time. And this is all supposed to coil up and fit right in there. So everybody recognizes this, right? We've all been there. Oh my gosh. So the rope jumped off of its track and wrapped around the spring. Oh, and it broke the pull start. Yeah.
No.
See that plastic? See that piece missing?
Yeah.
And it's attached to that. Boy, is this cruddy. Holy.
So what, you have to order a new one?
Yeah. I was pretty much figuring that anyways. See these, watch, when you turn it, see those fingers come out?
Yep.
That's what engages it, so it's able to go this way freely, and then when you pull, those spin out and grab and spin the engine. That's how these work. Search for WEN, W-E-N. It's a 562021. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Can you share me that link of the starter? $17.25, which is totally acceptable. All right, well, that's the end of that project for today. Thank you, sweetheart.
You're welcome.
You did very good.
It says shipping. Flat rate shipping in 5 to 7 business days is $5.
Okay, not the end of the world.
3-day shipping is $41.
Ow!
2-day shipping, 56, and up and up and up. Next day, $125.
Because here's the thing, once we get the new starter, the thing wasn't running. I couldn't get it to start before. That's why I was putting a new plug in it. So we could get a new pull start, and it still might not run. Because this thing got really abused, and I hate to say that I probably could have cleaned it a lot better.
Well, you didn't know how dirty it was getting on the inside, did you?
No, but I mean, I cleaned the air filter fairly regularly. But each time I went to clean it, I was shocked at how dirty it had gotten. So I probably should have been cleaning it a lot more frequently.
Yeah.
But I wasn't.
Yeah, you gotta vacuum
So
that
I'm
out.
hoping that I didn't dust the engine. Okay, thanks for your help, sweetheart. You did a really good job.
Peace out.
Oh, hi, buddy. Am I making a lot of noise? That's my boy. Oh, kisses, thank you. So the generator needed a new pull start. If you're on the Instagram, you saw me post pictures of this disaster a while back. So Dalynn and I came over here and got this thing pulled apart. Figured out that the pull start was actually broken, so I ordered a new one. It's like $17, $5 shipping right from WEN, who's the manufacturer of the generator, WEN, W-E-N. So at least it was available, but this thing was filthy. Just caked with Arizona desert sand and dirt, and I have just spent at least an hour out here brushing and vacuuming and trying to get as much of it out of here as I can. So this is the air box here. You know, the filter goes in this position, then this cover goes on. But this enclosure, these are the intakes. Like the air comes from the other side of this box through these holes, up through the sponge, you know, the filter element, and then up this tube to the carburetor. These were just packed, caked with wet, oil-soaked sand. So I got this little mini brush here and cleaned out each hole as best I can. They look really nice now. So this thing was in really bad shape. I'm ashamed of myself that I had it in this condition, you know, and running it day after day. I'm ashamed of myself, and it might be ruined for all I know. It could have been soaking sand. It could be dusted, scored, rings shot, piston worn out. It could be done, and gosh, I hope not, because this thing wasn't cheap. It was $450, and I've had it 2 years. I would really like to get a lot more use out of it for that amount of money. And if it is shot, it's my fault, and I'm gonna hang my head in shame. You know, as much as I try to maintain all of my equipment really well, this generator, for whatever reason, I don't know, I felt like these things should be like rock solid for the average user, for a layperson, to start up and run, minimal maintenance. And so I wasn't on top of it like I should have been. I hope I haven't ruined this dang thing. I really hope I haven't. So after all the cleaning, got to get the air filter element cleaned, reinstalled. Got to get the new pull start installed, which is not going to be easy. This is very tight working conditions up in here. My daughter and I had a bear of a time getting that pull start out of here. You know, as a matter of fact, I'm looking around. Where the heck is the air filter element? What have I done with it? All right, I'm going to put the camera down and find this thing. I tell you, I have the worst bit set known to man. I bet you I bought this, I don't know, 15 years ago, and I'm guessing just from the name on it, Vermont American. What does that sound like to you? Harbor Freight, right? I bought these, and I have been kludging along, and I kick myself in the butt every time I go to use it. It's got these really horrible nut drivers. They're not magnetized or anything. And I need, you know, every time I go to use this, I'm like, oh, I need to get a new bit set, because half of the screwdriver, the Phillips bits, are all worn out. I'm constantly struggling. And this is another case where I don't treat myself to, and it's not even treating myself. Why don't I get good tools? I always seem to just struggle through with the tools that I have. I don't know if that's like a guy thing, like, oh, I'm gonna make it work. But man, how many times do I have to cuss these tools before I finally go ahead and get them? And this, even when it was new, it was a crappy set from Harbor Freight. Anyways, I really need to do better about my tools. It is still raining. Unbelievable. Driver is shot, so the bits come out and stick to the screw all the time. Well, I think we can try starting it right now. Ow. You're supposed to pull this. That's not good. It won't run. I can't get a good pull on it. It hurts too much. I don't think I heard it fire, so I'm a little concerned. It should have, I mean, it hasn't run in months, but cripes. I mean, this thing always started on like one pull, two at the most. So I don't know what's going on with it, but I can't give a good yank on it. So I gotta shelve this project for now till I heal up some more. Plus it was kind of bothering him that I was pulling that thing, so. Great news. The generator, we put it all back together and it wouldn't start. You know, I had trouble with it back in Pahrump, Nevada. It wouldn't start, so I just shelved it. Then when I was putting a spark plug in it when I was in Williams, that's when the pull start broke. So we got here and I got here and Dalynn took it apart and got the old pull start off. And then the new pull start showed up and I threw it in and got it all back together and it still wouldn't start. And so I had thrown it in the truck and I said, okay, when we're out on the road somewhere, I'm going to circle back and try to figure this out. Well, I was looking at it today and I said, let me take a look at this thing. So I pulled it out, popped the side cover off, and I'm looking, and there was an electrical plug that was unplugged. When we had pulled it apart to get the pull start out, we had to unplug a lot of wiring harness in there just to get access to the 3 bolts that hold the pull start on. So I guess I forgot to plug one of them back in. I plugged it in, pulled it a few times, fired right up. I drained the gas out of the bowl before I did all that, but she's a runner. Check it out right here. Thank goodness, because this is always like an emergency backup, and if I feel like being lazy and making 1,000-watt coffee, I use the generator if my batteries are a little bit soft in the morning. So I'm really glad this is fixed. Now I can put it back in the cabinet and be confident that it's gonna make the journey with us for the winter. Thanks everybody for watching. Everybody take care, be safe, and we'll see you really, really soon. There we go, buddy. Come on. There you go. Oh, the water looks especially not good. The water's clear. There's just a lot of, what is it, algae down in there? I wish they had like a circulation pump in here, because it just gets stagnant. Oh, on cue.